Going to be a wow, looks like we got a lot of people hanging out today on the live, man. Just a quick update on the live here. So, for those of you that are checking this out for the first time, this is a tradition we do for my friends on Patreon every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. I do a live video. There's Carrie and Katrine. Hey, what's going on? So some of the OG Patreon folks are on here, and some other friends are on today because Tom, oh man, what's up, Amanda? Hey, Betty White. Yeah, so what's up, Tim? So Tom is in. Tom is actually in Albania, and he sets up the lives, and he made this one public, I guess. So that's fine with me, man. I'm happy to say hello to all you guys out there and give you guys a little bit of a taste as to what my friends on Patreon get every Monday when they sign up for that particular tier. So it's a really fun hangout. What's up, Jay? Yeah, it's a fun little hangout. And as I'm talking to you, my friend Larry Wood should be coming over. What's up, Greg? What's up, Wicked Wildlife? Good day. I was supposed to. I was asked to go to Australia in next year, and at the time I still had the dog. And what's up, Krista? What's up, Bob? I had the dog, and it was harder and harder to get away. So I had to turn down the invitation to go to Sydney to the New South Wales reptile. They were going to have a reptile show or conference, and they wanted me to go, but unfortunately I couldn't do it. What's up, Critter Kyle? Hi, Connie Lawrence. Anna, Jessica, what's going on? Welcome, everyone. There's a lot of people on. This is definitely going to be a big live. Yeah, I'm just waiting on Larry to come over. What's up, Pew Christensen? Any relation to Hans Christian Andersen? No, probably not. Anyway, we're chilling for a minute. I keep trying to get this out, but I see all these fun comments, and I want to just shout you guys out. We got Finland in the house, too. Awesome, Rewo. Yeah, Larry's on his way over because years ago I gave him a fly river turtle. Larry is my marine biologist friend. He is a PhD, so he's a doctor of marine biology, and he studies hawksbill sea turtles and sea turtles in general, but his favorite species is the hawksbill, and he works with the hawksbills in and around the Caribbean, and here in South Florida, he studies them and tags them and assesses their movements and things like that. I actually got to go on a relocation dive where we released some animals that were washed up in Texas back to their area of origin, which was near the Florida Keys and some of the reefs out there. We did a video on that a few years back. Kate and I went down. Yes, that's right. Larry does have an awesome backyard, Jess H. He definitely does. And he's bringing this fly river back over, and it's going to go live back out in here. So there you go. So I'm pretty excited. That's all right, Amanda. You do your best. Don't worry about it. We're just going to try and chat with everyone and whatever. So we're going to do it live. When he shows up, we'll say hello to Larry. We'll check out the turtle, and we'll go ahead and put him in the water. So there'll be 3 fly river turtles in here. So we go. So there you go. Surviving colder temperatures, 60 max, 70 degrees. I would say the painted turtle would be your best bet. Painted turtle. Thank you so much, Linda D. What's up, Ivy Man, 23. The Cayman egg never hatched. It's still an incubator, MR. So it didn't hatch. So there you go. Slinky's good, Jessica. Thanks for asking. We are just hanging out, man. And on these lives, guys, normally we just chat. We chat about whatever. It's just a way for me to kind of hang out and interact with a group of friends that, have been around for a long time. And we'll talk sometimes about TV shows because we're all nerds and we like some fantasy and sci-fi and all that stuff. Marge is okay, Reptile Aquatics. And other times we discuss some of the things that I do, like some of the bike races. I had one yesterday and didn't do well. The Blackthroats, we might go peek over at them in a little bit. They're doing well. Cody. So we might go check them out. So it was kind of cool. Oh, there's a big koi making some noise. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, I just I enjoy these lives. No MS Gaming. I'm not ready. I got my mom and dad. They moved to Florida. They're here visiting, so I got to stay dry today. I got them watching House of the Dragon episode 3. Yeah, Amy, we got a storm. I'm not really stressing yet. It's a tropical storm, so I'll just batten down the hatches tomorrow and just probably make sure a few of the animals is very, battened down. I might have to batten down some of the monitors and stuff like that to prevent possible escape. So, first time seeing a live of mine. You've done so much to inspire me, helping me through some tough times. Also, how's Lumpy and Hercules? Well, thank you, Kawaii Kitty. Is that how I say it? Kawaii Kitty 99. Thank you so much. So to answer your question, Lumpy and Hercules, I did wind up separating them later on that day because they just kept fighting. So I went ahead and kind of separated them, and so they are separated. I'll try again maybe in another week or so to do it. What's up, Alan? Welcome. If you guys want to join the lives, you can always go on to patreon.com/Kamp Kenan and you can sign up and we'll do it more regularly. And it's really fun because we have a core group of people, about 25 or so, that come on every week and we get to really chat. And like I said, just discuss kind of whatever we feel like discussing, and it's a really cool community. As the community is at large, I have to say, everyone on the lives, they're always such great friends. And I think Larry's here. My ring has gone off. Let's go see. Let's see if Larry made it. So I really appreciate each and every one of you guys. Let me see. I guess not. Might have been one of the kids. All right. No one's here yet. So we'll just get back to sitting and hanging out. But yeah, it's a fun thing. Let me show you around. Let's have a wander. Everything's grown up nicely. We've got just a beautiful, clear, crystal clear pond. I just let weeds like this grow. I don't care. They kind of look cool. Just let them do the thing. We got all kinds of ferns. There's the wetland. And then over here, we should see. Yeah, there's one blackthroat. I don't know if it cuts off. I can't move too far because I got it. Let's see. Let's see if anyone comes out. Hold on. I'm not actually paying attention to the... I do have some chicken that I defrosted, but I'm not seeing anybody in there. But I don't know if you guys can see, one of the black throats is right there. There he is. Oh, the other one's up there. That's why he didn't come out. See, there's the other black throat. Let's see what Seek said. What's up, Seek? Public Live. Yeah, long time. It's been a little while. We do this all the time on Patreon. Every Monday at 4, we do a live on Patreon. And it's really fun. So if you're interested, you can check out Patreon. And it all just goes to helping out, keeping everything going here at the camp. We have, I'm really excited that we got my buddy Matt helping us out, keeping videos going and keeping the content rolling out. We were able to hire Matt and have him help me out. So every Tuesday, Matt and I get together. We film some videos. We get some content out there. And I think he's doing a great job. And he's learning. And it's a lot of fun to have somebody else around. So it's pretty cool. You're right, Carrie, a.k.a. The Irish. I'm so glad you're here. Who's this? This is JP. Thank you for your videos. I use them as a reward for getting all my lesson planning done. Very cool. I'm glad that I can be, a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow every once in a while for you, man. That's really an honor. Thank you. How about we swing this around and see what's going on in this pond. Oh, look who it is. It's our big Badiger girl. There she is. And there's a fly river down there, right there. That is a fly river right down the bottom. Let's see. There she is. Isn't she beautiful? So I treated the water, and it seems to be that everything's going well. I am I pulled out one of the male Batager. He is in a hospital tank, and I'm giving him antibiotics because I noticed that he had a respiratory issue. So I'll probably do a video on that tomorrow, showing everyone what I'm doing to help him out. And yeah, it's just got to be done. There's another Fly River. I don't know if you guys can make that out. That's the other Fly River. During the day, they tend to just hang out at the bottom. And I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's go grab a little food. We'll throw a little food for the dudes. So I walk over here. I'm going to go ahead and open this, take this, get a scoopy, and then I like to put it right there. So when the pebbles, the little fluker nuggets come off, they don't get wasted. All right, so let's see. We'll just do that. And then in a moment, the turtles and fish will find it. Here she goes. Did the Argus finally get names? No, Amanda, I'm horrible. I'll take any and all suggestions for the Argus. Here come the fish. Hey, girl. She's poking her head out. See that little turtley head? She's totally saying hello to you guys. How cool is that? Pretty awesome. So yeah, all the cichlids are just doing fantastic. And there was a little heron over here a little while ago. So it was pretty neat. I'm loving it. I love this pond. Look at that. Oh, Amanda, I'll take that into consideration. Agro and acro. Arnie the Argus. There's some good names you guys have there. But this is fun, right? I mean, this is just kind of what... Oh, here comes a Fly River. Waking up, smelling the food. Turtles have really good sense of smell, even in the water. Here goes someone coming up. Let's have a look. Gonna get this turtle up here. I think they hear and smell the activity. So the water is pushing it under the dock here. How pretty is that? Let's see, anyone else coming out? No one else is coming out at the moment. Got a little bit of a glare. Larry said he was on his way over about a half hour ago, so he should be getting here any moment now, which will be pretty cool because I haven't seen this Fly River in a while. It was much smaller. So we'll see how it does. I may have to find another home for one of them because keeping so many males together can be a problem. Have any of, well, yeah. Let's see, this is Reptile Aquatics. Yeah, we got, let's show you what's going on in here. Let's show you. What do we got in here? Oh, God, everyone's sleeping already? Watch this. Look at these little buggers. Very excitable lizards. Little rhinos, guys. The little rhinos. And then here's a cherry head. And these guys are all available. So they are available. You just got to email me at kenanh1@comcast.net. And I'll let you guys know what you got to do. But really cool. So we got cherry heads. We got all kinds of stuff. So I'm just keeping these guys outdoors, getting them grown up. Their rhinos are going through their first shed at the moment, which is kind of cool. So those guys are going through their first shed. And yeah, it's pretty cool. Love the hippos. Maybe rhinos? I don't know. Imagine there was a hippopotamus iguana. Let's walk over here and see what's happening. We'll step over the little waterfall. Let me show you. It's all grown up nice. I mean, everything's looking just dialed. Banana plants. So cool. What's up, Eric Gallagher? Cayman are doing good, Eric. Cayman are doing well. I just love this pond, though. Yeah, Carrie, it's very luscious at the moment. And then out there is the big pond with lots of turtles. And I've been seeing the alligator snappers, which is cool. We've been seeing those guys, which is awesome. They've been coming for the pellets, which is really, really nice. Oh, thanks, Betty White. Is it normal for monitors to slow down their feeding activity in winter months, even in an inside enclosure? It's possible for reptiles to just note the, the photo periods changing. So that is possible. Guys, by the way, check this out. Look what we got here. We got, can you guys see this? Wait, Hold on, I'm gonna wipe down the camera. I've got all these ibis. All these ibis are hanging out. Look at that. All these, look at this. They're roosting everywhere. That's kind of cool. Very cool. See the ibis? See that? Hey, Kenan, would you shout out my son Zeke? He'd love it. He loves your show and takes great care of a ball python named Champ. Hey, Zeke, what's up, dude? How you doing, man? Thanks so much for taking care of that snake so well. These animals are relying on us, aren't they? So good job, dude. Hang loose, bro. How cool is that? All right, Zeke, good job. Let's walk back here. Let's walk over here. I gotta be careful because the internets may not work. Look, there's Peter the Python. Actually, that's Colin, my bad. Here's Col, right there. I heard from our friend Colin Schumark also, and he's doing well, my friend from Australia. So we will be chatting with him soon. Once I get some new, we're putting in Wi-Fi. Tom's coming back from Albania in December, well, in 10 days. And in December, he's coming down here where we will be, I think Larry's here, where we'll be doing, hey, Larry, when you're ready, come on back here, bud. What's up? Yes, so Larry's here. New croc monitor habitat is, I did a lot of work today, and I'll be finishing it tomorrow. Here's the, what's up, Oliver? Hello from France. All right. What's up, Oliver? Thanks for joining us. I want to be careful. I can't go too far, friends, because I'm afraid that the internet will not work. But here comes Larry. So this is what you guys have all been waiting for. Come on over here, Larry. We could just place it over here on this. Larry's always so cool with his glasses. He's such a Florida guy. So as I mentioned, you guys have seen Larry before, and some of you have not. Larry is my buddy. You're a doctor of marine biology, aren't you?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, pretty cool, right? I get to hang out with very smart people. So let's have a look inside and see. Oh, wow. Look at how much that's beautiful. Hold on. Let's look at this, guys. Look at this pretty turtle, man. Look at this beautiful fly river, huh? How long? He'll flop, I know. He's a fly, yeah. Here, let's see the bottom, too. Look at that, guys. What a beautiful animal. It's a little male, and it's gorgeous. My gosh, that's just gorgeous. What a beautiful shell.
Perfect shape.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. Good job, Larry. Everyone's saying hello to you, Larry, Critter Kyle, and all sorts of people. So, you know what? If you guys got some cool questions you want to know about sea turtles while Larry is here, you might want to ask now. Any questions you may have about sea turtles. I mentioned that hawksbills are his speciality. He's written, your whole thesis was on that.
Oh, yeah, a bunch of things with hawksbills, yeah.
And what are you currently doing with them? You track them, right? You just...
Sure, there's an all-purpose abundance, distribution, movement, behavior, all that kind of thing for that species, both here in Florida and in the U.S. Virgin Islands.
Yeah, very cool. And like I said, I had a chance to go with him down to the Keys and go on we released some animals that were washed up. I think it was a hurricane or...
Well, yeah, they were washed up in Texas.
Yeah.
When they were almost hatchling size. And they were raised in captivity for a few years and then needed to be released someplace.
Right.
So some of the sites that I go to are known to have the small ones. So we kind of matched that up. And
that was a great time.
Kenan came along and released some little turtles.
We also got scared, my wife and I, because a blacktip was following us a little too closely. Was very interested in my wife and I, and so I tend to get back to the boat. I don't mess with sharks, people. So let's see. We did have another question from Bob Hutchinson. You mean those Wi-Fi extenders are finally going up? Mm-hmm. Yeah, Bob, we're actually going to be having a professionally wiring the entire camp. We're going to hardwire the extenders. We're going to, it's going to be pretty amazing. So that's what's going on. I know you did, Bob. Don't yell. Take it easy. All right, longtime fan. There was something else. The Save the Sea Turtle Foundation, and you're still very much involved with them.
Right.
And what do you do for them?
So the National Save the Sea Turtle Foundation is a nonprofit that raises money to give to various sea turtle conservation, education, research causes. So what I do is I kind of help them distribute those dollars to the most kind of useful and beneficial to the various projects that we're trying to
That's cool.
accomplish.
And where can people go if they want to help you in that mission?
Right, it's savetheseaturtle.org.
Okay,
Yeah, or
savetheseaturtle.org.
just Google National Save the Sea Turtle Foundation and it gets you right there.
Yeah, and so Larry is in charge of making sure the funds go to the people that need it the most, or the animals rather that need it
Right,
the most.
yeah, the sort of,
Exactly.
programs.
Yeah,
Exactly.
programs,
Yeah,
programs.
right.
All right, cool. What do you guys say? Now, this is a big deal for Larry. A little bittersweet, because how many years have you had this turtle now?
It's been probably, what, 4 or 5?
I think a little bit longer
maybe.
than that,
And
yeah.
So, his name is Alex.
Okay.
And so Alex has lived over in my yard in a nice outdoor tub, and I grew a mangrove in there from a seedling, which
No way.
is now like 8 feet tall.
Oh, that's awesome.
And all the little arms and legs have walked out of the tank and everything. And I've always been a big believer in enrichment and kind of wellness in captivity. And at first, it was quite suitable for him, but I kind of figured over the last year or so that he was kind of outgrowing it a little bit, and he really wasn't getting any interaction with anything. This animal happens to be particularly shy, so it just doesn't come out during the day. It's
Yep.
not the kind of thing that you can go feed. This thing is a nocturnal feeder. I leave food in there in the evening and see that it's gone in the morning.
And he's been alive now. I think it's been 7 years, to be
Could
honest.
be, yeah.
And that's similar to what I was telling the folks here today before you showed up. If normally the fly rivers in my pond here, one swimming around right there is a larger one right there, and I still haven't gotten that rubber snake out. The kids were playing with it, but there's a fly river. Normally they hide during the day. There are plenty of little caves and crevices and logs and things for them to hide under. But it's nighttime that I come out with a high-powered flashlight, and I'm able to see these guys move around. So it's really, really cool. So anyway, when you're ready, buddy, I'll let you do the honors.
Wow, what a great place.
Yeah, you've seen the pond before, but it's been a little while. It's
I haven't
grown
seen,
in.
actually, I think not since you put the other fly river in
Right,
there. So
exactly. So the good
makes
thing
me
is,
feel good. And
Yeah.
Alex will have a buddy. Or
yeah,
whatever,
two.
You know.
And there's a lot of places where he can get away if he wants, and there's also large batagur in there, and some interesting animals are in there. So very cool. Let's see. So here we go. Very, very cool. There he is. There's Alex.
You can grab it. Here, let me give you mine.
Oh yeah, we want to give.
Just a
We
quick
got to
photo,
do a
and
quick
then,
photo. Come here, Soph. We're gonna have Sophia come out, and she can hold this camera. So just keep this on us for a moment. While all right,
That's me, so you just take a...
I'm gonna get a picture. We're gonna get a picture. You guys tell me. Here, get a little bit more out here so we get the greenery in the background. No chair in the background. A little bit more. There you go. All right, here we go. Come here, Soph.
Yeah, you'll get his little head out.
All right, there's a little head there. Perfect. All right, one more. Very nice. I think we got 2 good shots. You just
Good.
do a photo there. Looking
Yeah,
good?
that's fine. Just
All right.
wanted to give him
What we got
a
in
goodbye. Isn't he a sweet little fella?
Yeah, he's so cool. All right, guys.
Oh, is that
How
one?
soft.
Yeah, he's going in our pond. Look at that flipper.
They're
So,
so soft, it's like the softest leather.
yeah. So, guys, for those of you who don't know about fly river turtles, before we release it, let's tell you a little bit about them. Basically, this is the only freshwater turtle that has flippers like a sea turtle, which is why I think this turtle really meant a lot to you. So it propels itself along in the water much like a sea turtle does swimming. They paddle rather than do the kind of, left, right of the most other aquatic species. Also, they have that beautiful nose, which is it gives them another name called the pig-nosed turtle. We call them the fly river turtle, or Caraticelli's inscupula, or something, insculpta, something like that. My Latin's not the best, but beautiful animal. They do have these claws, and some sea turtles will have claws on their
One or
flippers.
two.
Yeah, and they'll still use those claws from time to time, won't they?
Sure, they're tools. For mating, the males need them to hold on to the females.
There you go.
And they also, in feeding, they grab something that's too big, for instance, a crab or lobster, they'll hook the, kind of help tear apart the prey.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, exactly. Very cool. Another thing that I found interesting, Larry, when you and I met, when we talk about turtles, you told me the evolution of a sea turtle is pretty interesting, because where did they start out? Where do scientists believe did they evolve in the sea?
No, well,
Yeah.
to the sea.
Yeah. So that's what's
So
interesting.
freshwater turtles gradually made their way into estuarine environments.
Okay.
Today's representative would be like the diamondback terrapin.
Okay.
And then from there, continual adaptation to not only salt, which is important, they have to have a regulating mechanism to keep the sodium levels in their body, but also the anatomical changes to allow them to navigate through such giant
Yeah.
habitats and or depths.
Right.
So
And fight currents. Just a more
so
powerful
it was the
swimmer.
process of becoming fully aquatic.
That's really cool.
Started on land, into freshwater, into the ocean.
That's amazing. Yeah, that's really amazing because Chelonian evolution. Scientists believe they were more like a lizard-like organism that burrowed, and as they burrowed, to make a burrow, the shape of a shell was better, and then they did an amazing evolutionary feat. They got their pelvis inside
That's
of
the
their
trick.
rib
Remember,
cage. Yeah.
so both girdles, the pelvic girdle and the shoulder girdle, are both underneath the rib cage.
Yeah.
And that's what makes a turtle. That's just the bottom line.
Yeah, it's a really
anatomically
incredible.
right.
Yeah, so that's that's something to nerd out over. So very cool. And you mentioned the diamondback terrapin. I'd like to throw another turtle into the mix of being an intergrade type species, a brackish water specimen, and that is, of course, which we haven't seen here at the moment, the Royal River terrapin. Terrapin in North America usually is a term for a turtle that lives in brackish water. It can be used differently in other parts of the world, like Australia. They may call a freshwater turtle a terrapin, but here in the United States, there it is. So this turtle here is very interesting. And Larry, I don't know if you know much about this species, but you might like this. So this is a large species from Southeast Asia. And these guys will actually, they spend their time in the rivers as they are adults. But when the females, like this gal, are ready to lay their eggs, what they then do is they swim down and out the mouths of the rivers, and they lay their eggs on the same beaches, that sea turtles lay their eggs on. Mm-hmm. So then the babies, they swim out and find their way back into the mouths of the rivers, and they swim upstream where they finish their life cycle, and it all starts over again. So it's pretty interesting stuff. We're going to go ahead, and this turtle's probably, patience is wearing thin. So let's see how we do here, Larry. I'm really happy you get to do this. So here we go. And we're going to put Alex in, and that's it. Watch how fast. It's very, oh, look at that. Actually nice, slow, and steady. All right, Alex, welcome to the camp. How great is this? Look at that. First interaction, no big deal. And Alex is just beautiful. What a beautiful girl. Boy, actually. Just awesome. So Alex is going to have to take a little time and explore. And we're going to keep an eye on Alex. And the other good thing is Alex isn't that huge that if I do notice any kind of, aggressive behavior by the other ones, I'll be able to take Alex out and put him in one of the other awesome aquascape ecosystems that I have here. So Alex is going to be well cared for. And I'm just letting Larry know because it's tough to I wouldn't say surrender an animal, but like he said, he just believes in.
Well, this is just so much bigger, more spacious, more to do.
Yeah.
So I did everything I could for the little fella. And
it's awesome. I'm glad I have friends like Larry that I can trust with these animals, because the whole reason I got these Fly River turtles were because years ago in 2001, they were illegally imported here as babies, and Fish and Wildlife confiscated them. Federal agents confiscated them, and San Diego Zoo wound up taking a bunch. And as San Diego Zoo found out, they get big and they fight. And if you don't have large enough enclosures, it could be a big pain in the neck. So having hundreds of Fly River turtles in tubs no longer became cost effective. So they sent them out to zoos. But then zoos found out, much like we did, that a lot of the time they sit and they're active at night. Mm-hmm. So they don't make a
particularly good display.
Good display animal, and they fight. So it's pretty interesting. That's what happened. So anyway, let me just flop it around here again so you guys can just kind of check things out. But again, what do we got here? Yeah, I think I like keeping the atypical girl. I like keeping that rubber snake in there. We like to scare people with it. But I do want to get it out. Eventually, I'll get along to doing that. But hey, listen, I don't know what you guys are doing, but not all the time that I have an actual doctor of marine biology in my backyard. So if you have any questions here, let me know in these comments, and I will go ahead and fire them off to Larry, because this is pretty cool having Larry around. We've been friends now, gosh, almost, I would say it's maybe 17 years, because I've been in Florida 18, and Larry used to run the Marine Life Center here in Juno Beach, and then moved on to do the National Save the Sea Turtle Foundation. So we've been pals for a long time. We've gone out snake hunting together. He loves Jeeps. Can sea turtles live in fresh water? And this comes from Anmar Yasser.
They live in it, but they lose that ability to maintain a proper
Buoyancy?
No, it's
Oh.
back to the salt
Oh,
thing.
salt.
So they have glands behind their eyes that regulate the salt in their bodies. So they're excreting salt excretory glands.
Okay.
And if there's no salt there, they stop working and they have a terrible time controlling their body.
Oh, so it's kind of like electrolytes. Similar, like when I ride my bike over a long distance and I don't refuel properly, I don't work, which I found out yesterday at the race. Anyway, but that's interesting. Yeah.
So they don't die if you put them in it, but over the long term, they get issues.
They get issues. So that's pretty cool. Thank you, Larry. I'm going to ask another one. How did Ian affect the sea turtles? From Kerry the Irish.
Depends on what part of it. The nesting season was primarily finished by that point.
Okay.
So remaining nests on the beaches, especially on the west coast, were obviously destroyed. Here on the east coast, again, it was the tail end of the nesting season, so we did get some high water, but it wasn't a complete wipeout. So the other part, maybe how they do in the water, most work done so far with satellite transmitting devices. The turtles don't really move that much. They just kind of hunker down and kind of go with the flow. There's not a tendency to avoid storms.
Gotcha. Oh, you can't hear Larry when we flip. All right. Can you hear Larry better like this? With
Hello.
the
Testing.
front-facing one. Is it okay to help baby sea turtles to the water, from Miguel Vasquez? And I know the answer to this, but go ahead.
Well, only if it's necessary.
Yeah. I'll tell you guys a story, okay? I'm going to tell you guys a story. So a few years back, I was sitting at the Hilton Hotel on Singer Island, and we were in a bar. And it's kind of a bar that's outside. And one of my buddies points at the ground and goes, "Kenan, look!" And in the bar is a baby a baby loggerhead has come into the bar. I don't know if he wanted a couple of drinks before he got it, but he was definitely not 21 years old. So was not going to get any of that. But I then picked the turtle up and brought it down to the beach. One of my friends videotaped it and threw it up on Facebook, and I shared it too. Now, and as we were going there, another one was coming the wrong direction. Of course, they were confused by the lighting, which is so important, why we shouldn't really build, or we should, follow the rules sometimes during hatching season. People turn their exterior lights off so it doesn't confuse these animals, because they navigate to the sea by the moonlight or stars.
It does help, yeah, exactly.
Okay. So anyhow, I got a call. Someone reported me. I got a call from my local Florida Fish and Wildlife inspector, and I was about to get a warning. But luckily for me, then director of Bush Wildlife Sanctuary, David Hitzig, contacted the officer and said, "Hey, Kenan is under my special authorizations permit. He is supposed to intercede when an animal is in distress." That animal was in distress. So I never got the warning. I never got in trouble. As long as I'm operating under that, you can't just go pick a turtle up and bring it home. That's a federal crime. But, if...
There's a tendency for people to want to help when they don't need to.
They don't need to,
So
right.
that's the thing. We want everything to happen as naturally as possible. We screw that up sometimes, and when it's very obvious the animal is going the wrong way, it's in a bar, it's crossing a street, obviously it's the Good Samaritan law. You're allowed to help the thing, get it to the beach and let it go. Anything more than that, you start crossing other lines.
Yes. Yeah. So there you go. All right, cool. AD3. Hey, Larry, how are the manatees holding up these days?
Tough road for manatees. The water quality in a variety of places around Florida has dropped. Their natural food sources have started to get taken over by non-native species. So among all the other troubles that manatees have, they're essentially running out of food.
Wow.
So there are starvation issues going on with manatees. So, you know, it's not the end of the road for them, but certainly it's kind of tough for
That's
manatees.
crazy. Wow. Awesome, man. There you go. I think, you know what? We've taken up a good amount of Larry's time here today. And I got mom and dad here. And so I'd like to visit with Larry a little bit and show him what I've been up to. My Wi-Fi isn't going to work. So I'm going to turn the live off and just basically say thank you to Larry for his time and, of course, for bringing this animal back to let it live in this beautiful habitat. Basically, I want to thank everyone for joining me today on the live. And if you guys, there was 263 of us on today. If any of you want to get more involved with Kamp Kenan and what we do here on the lives, head over to patreon.com/Kamp Kenan. Become a patron. You can help support the camp and what we do here for education of these animals. We'll have more visits from gentlemen like men and women like good old Larry here. I happen to have a pretty cool stable of friends that do really amazing things for animals. And as I speak now, Alex is swimming around having fun. So thank you to you guys for jumping on this live. I like to do a live for everyone every once in a while so you guys get a little taste of what we're doing on Patreon every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern. Again, if you are feeling philanthropic, head on over to the National Save the Sea Turtle Foundation at seaturtle.org.
Yeah, savetheseaturtle.org.
Save the Sea Turtle. Savetheseaturtle.org. And there you go. I do have one good question here, though. Before we go, we're going to ask it from Uncle T. Last question. Can you breed sea turtles in captivity?
Well, of course you can. It's not legal to here in the States, but a famous example of that would have been the Cayman Turtle Farm in the Cayman Islands, who spent decades raising turtles in captivity.
There you go.
It's quite possible to do. You need a pretty big setup. But no, it's not legal in most places in the world.
There you go. All right, guys. And with that, I am going to say, see you later. Thanks so much. And we'll keep you abreast as to what happens with little Alex as the days grow on. See ya.